Hi everybody, my name's Alice and welcome to my channel, Ancient Oak Psychic Arts. Today I'm going to go ahead and do a general reading for the sign of Gemini. All right, so let's go ahead and see what the universe wants to tell Gemini today. High Priestess, what do I say? The Five of Swords and the Eight of Cups. What do I always say? I think Gemini is psychic. First card out, High Priestess. Wow. Okay. Then we have the Three of Swords. We have the Knight of Cups. We have the Hanged Man. For your opportunity, we've got the Chariot. For your challenge, we've got the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look around the room really quick. All right, we have 1, 2, 3 major arcanas, and we've got the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at your overall energy, and I'll pull clarifiers as we go. Recent past is the High Priestess, first card out. Then in your present energy, we've got the Five of Swords, and in your near future, we have the Eight of Cups. All right, so when I'm looking at this, your recent past, this is you really getting tapped into your intuition. For me, this is you really feeling what it is that you're connected to in your life and your connection to the world around you. It's just feeling into it with that type of intuition that's coming in. You're standing in this position of neutrality between the light and the dark, and you're just in tune with that. That's that flow that's coming in. Divine downloads, all kinds of beautiful information is coming in for you. She's got her divination tools right there. This is really telling me that, again, I always think that Gemini is psychic. My moon is in Gemini. My ex-husband was a Gemini. I just feel that you guys always have that sixth sense, and this is showing up. And I think that this is a skill that you're utilizing right now, or maybe even kind of honing that skill if you're not used to it, because everybody's at different stages. Your present energy is the Five of Swords. This is that beautiful energy of obstacles and challenges, and right now that's what you're experiencing. And there's some pretty big challenges. He's an ogre, and look at that giant tree. What if that's a California redwood? Look how big it is, and look how big he is in comparison. So these could be some big obstacles. This is a card that's talking about choosing your battles and choose them wisely. Don't take on something so big that you're going to hurt yourself. Don't be a martyr. I say that because, you know, when you take on something so big, and I'm a fighter, so I'm saying this, it's one of those moments where, you know what, if it's that big, you're going to end up paying a heavy price for it. When if it's a financial burden that you're taking on, or that you're fighting something, and if you lose that, when if you spend the next 5 or 10 years trying to recover financially, when if it's some type of relationship or legal matter, you really want to look at that and say, is it worth it? Weigh it out and see what the opportunity costs are. That's a moment that you're having right now in your present energy. Look at how big he is. He's got human bones in his beard. He's eaten a lot of people that have tried to take him on. So pick your battles, choose them wisely. Then we have the Eight of Cups. Well, in this deck, it's talking about this swirling type of depression. They have lost something that they truly love. This could be a person, a place, a thing, an idea. It could be a part of themselves. And they can't get it back. And the thing with this card is that they're wallowing in that kind of, it's a self-pity, but it's also pain. And they're staying there because that green swirling mist, this is not something light. It's not, you know, it's a deep pain. It's a deep hurt. This is your near future. So it's about looking at that and making that transition and not staying there. All right, let's go ahead and get some clarifiers. Oh, okay, I had some cards fly out. We have the Nine of Pentacles. We have the Death card. Oh, okay, there's a little more. One was hidden under there. Then we have the Eight of Swords and the Strength card. Okay, let me get two more. Okay. The Star card, I knew I saw that card in there, and the Two of Cups, it kept flipping around. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at those clarifiers. Excuse me, my nose is itching. So in the recent past position, we have the High Priestess being clarified by the Nine of Pentacles and the Death card. These cards flipped out. It's not a fallout, they flip out. They are choosing to come out. So this is telling me that right now in your recent past, this is about your laser focus. This is you being independent, self-reliant, really knowing what it is that you want, the direction you want to go in, who you want to go with it. It's like you put the time in to figure out what it is that you want. Then the Death card is here. So on an intuitive level, you know what it is that you want to do, but you're also taking the action to do it with the Nine of Pentacles. The Death card is you releasing what no longer serves you. Again, you know on an intuitive level what's not resonating with you, what's not working. You're very, very in tune with yourself. And this is just telling me that, you know what? This is time for Gemini to just say, you know what? Bye to certain people, places, things, ideas, even old versions of you, because we're constantly evolving. This is a beautiful, beautiful energy. It's Scorpio energy, change and transformation, and we are in that season. That is telling me that you are really letting things go, and that tells me also that you're lightening your load, your emotional burden, maybe even the physicality of what you're doing. With that laser focus, maybe you've decided to spring clean in the fall, spring clean your home. Declutter. Decluttering is huge. It declutters your mind. It declutters the energy around you, because when you are cluttered, you can't rest and relax. You might think you can, but you actually can't. When you go into a place that's clean and minimal and elegant, you feel that. If you walk in and let's say someone's a hoarder, that is not a calm, comfortable energy. It's just not. So it's about you really taking a good hard look at that and seeing what it is that you can do. If you are a hoarder, or if it just happened to pile up for whatever reason, this isn't a judgment. This is you recognizing it and starting to take the necessary actions to now declutter. It's a great time to give stuff away to thrift stores, to put it in the recycle bin, the trash, give it to somebody that might need it. However you want to dispose of it, this is a great opportunity to do that. And you're going to feel great. It's going to lighten you. If it's paperwork, great. Some goes in the trash can. Some goes in the, paper shredder, right? Whatever it is, but you're really making that move. So what if you had a stack of paperwork on your desk, let's say this big, and then you go and you shred it, you go through it, receipts you don't need anymore, now it's gone. You start over. Hopefully you don't let it build up again, but if you do, then you just go through that process again. That's up to you. But it's doing that work, right? So you're releasing what no longer serves you. I really feel like a lot of you are cleaning your space. And I'm just going to say this as a joke, because you guys know I joke around about being a Virgo. I have a Gemini moon, because this is Virgo energy. This is Virgo energy, and that's funny. I'm talking about decluttering. Anyways, that means also focus on your health. All right, so we're looking at your present energy, this Five of Swords. Some obstacles might come up, some challenges in your life. That's what we all have. That is life, right? And this tests your mettle. You know, how strong and tough are you? So one of these things, though, is you want to be smart about it. So when this obstacle comes up, it's being clarified by the Eight of Swords and the Strength card. Eight of Swords, self-imposed restriction. And by the way, both of these cards flipped out. Okay, they didn't fall out. They flipped themselves out. It was those four cards as clarifiers. So these cards really wanted to talk to you about these obstacles. And this one is a self-imposed restriction. This is not seeing more than one way of doing something, or not even seeing a way out. She's blindfolded. Again, trust your intuition. If you can't see literally, you use your other senses. So when you can't see, when you cover your own eyes, your sense of hearing gets stronger. Maybe your scent gets stronger. Your ability to taste gets a little stronger. And you're utilizing that sixth sense. You're utilizing your intuition, and that you're doing for guidance. If you can't see, you're utilizing your intuition. You're listening to someone's tone of voice, if it's a person, right? You're doing a lot of different things, right? So with that obstacle, if it's a self-imposed restriction, this is you, again, tapping into your other senses, taking a step back, relax. There's no rush to take on an obstacle. Wait for guidance, for your own guidance, right? Your inner guidance, your inner knowing. Wait for that to kind of appear to you or to feel into it. If you're not sure, there's no rush. Just wait for that type of clarity with your inner knowing, because this tells me you're trapped and you might not see a way of doing something differently. That means you are going to take that obstacle head on, or, and then you get run over, or you're just going to stand there waiting and it's going to run you over. This is about you really kind of taking that moment, step back, and then wait for the clarity to come, because it will come. But self-imposed restriction, this could also be over-processing in the mind. Maybe you're thinking too much about it, right? And this is you needing to tap into your strength and courage. So for you to handle this obstacle, or even just to make a decision of evaluation, this is your strength and courage. You're overcoming that self-doubt. And that is powerful. That's allowing you to step into your true authentic self and to be very powerful, Gemini. Your own inner strength, your inner knowing. That's huge. And this is like a daily practice. That's what makes you stronger. It's persist, persist, persist. The more you do it, the stronger you get. The more you see these obstacles come into your life, the smarter you get as you approach them later on in life. And that's when we say, this is not my first rodeo, been there, done that. And so when you go through these things, they make you stronger. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And it's a great opportunity for growth, knowledge, and wisdom. And that is something that's definitely coming in for you. Then we have the 8. Now, I know those cards don't mean that, but that's intuitively, that's what I'm getting from that when I'm putting everything together for you. Then we're looking at the 8 of Cups in your near future. So something's really bothering you on an emotional level. And it hurts. It's the loss of something that you love. And that's being clarified by the Star card and the 2 of Cups. So what I love about this is that this really hurts. Okay, again, deep, dark depression. They're in that green swirling mist. They're so in their own pain, they don't even know the other person exists. They're all looking in their own misery. They're caught up in their own individual drama. Someone could be right next to them. They don't even care. They're just so caught up in their drama, in their moment. To work out of that in the near future, it's about you finding your North Star, finding your guiding light. The star is hope, faith, healing, and renewal. And this star comes after the Tower and the Major Arcana. To me, this is a Tower moment. This is a revelation. Something came in. When if you're in a relationship and you think everything's great and that person leaves you? Revelation. When if you are, I don't know, when if you have a career or a job and you're laid off or fired or something happens at work, revelation. You've lost something that you love. It's one thing when you choose to leave your job. It's another thing when they let you go. Even if you didn't like it, it's still a hit, right? It's still painful. So that could be part of what this is. There's a lot of things that could be. Those are just examples. You finding your guiding light, your North Star, is going to allow you to have this hope, faith, healing, and renewal. There's not a lot of hope here at this moment in time because they've taken such a hit. But this is allowing you to see something for what it is, maybe even stepping back and getting that bird's eye view, because again, you're having a hard time seeing something. This is allowing you to heal yourself, and that's a beautiful thing. This is just something that you're currently going through, but there's healing on the other side, and that again makes you stronger. Then we have the 2 of Cups. This is maybe a connection that's coming in. This could be someone that's a kindred spirit. This could be someone, whether it's going to be a platonic relationship, a romantic relationship, a pet, a child, whatever it is, this is contributing to this healing that's coming in. So if this is somebody that we always say, meet your tribe, right? Meet someone that's in the same frequency. Maybe you've just met someone. Maybe you have a shared experience and you're both coming out on the other side, right? Whatever this is a beneficial connection, whether it's going to be short-term, medium range, or long-term. But at the end of the day, it is a connection. This can also be you having a truce with yourself. And maybe that's part of what this whole thing is. It's an evolution of self. Going through this, finding your North Star, gaining your hope again, this ability to heal yourself and renew yourself, and starting to forgive yourself. When you have a truce with yourself, you're forgiving yourself for things. That is your current energy, Gemini. Now we're going to go ahead and look at the guidance and advice from Spirit. We have the Three of Swords, we have the Knight of Cups, Prince Charming energy, and we have the Hanged Man. So this is us really looking at this Three of Swords. With everything that just happened there, this is perfect. The Three of Swords, it's traditionally the card with the red heart and 3 swords going right in it. Swords are thoughts, words, ideas. It's represented by this card. He's betrayed his own conscience, his own heart. So what has happened? This is a card of loss, but this is a time for you to be able to heal from that loss. This is allowing you to pull a sword out of your heart and heal that wound. Go on to the next one. Pull it out and heal it. You have the strength, the power, the courage, and the determination to heal yourself. You have your strength and your present energy, and you have the ability to heal yourself. This is hope, faith, healing, and renewal. It's all your power. Three of Swords. You have the ability to forgive and heal yourself. Swords, maybe they're memories that are coming in, right? And now you can heal from it. It's like you're taking the power away, so it's not emotionally charged. It can't trigger you anymore. You are removing that power. Then we have the Knight of Cups, Prince Charming energy. This is you bringing your cup of love forward as you are going into your future. This is you really making yourself vulnerable and putting yourself out there. And honestly, that's what this card is about. I'm sorry I had to do this to her, but this is because YouTube censorship. The AI can't figure out Renaissance art, the tarot, versus porn. So I have to cover this up so I don't get a strike. I hate to do that. I'm not interested in destroying art, but she is traditionally naked. That is making yourself vulnerable, showing yourself to the world. Beautiful energy. That's hope, faith, healing, and renewal. He is also making himself vulnerable by bringing his cup of love forward. By putting yourself out there because you're open to love, you make yourself vulnerable to get hurt. Whether it doesn't work out, someone takes advantage of you, whatever the situation, you're still putting yourself out there. But in the end, it's worth it because if you find love, that's the end game. That's the prize. You might have to go through a few lemons to get there, but that at the end of the day, this is your strength and courage to continue to move forward. You might even have an artistic expression. Here it's him playing the harp. Maybe you have your own artistic expression, dance. This could be, maybe it is a musical instrument, maybe it's poetry, whatever it might be for you. Maybe cooking is your love language. And that's a beautiful expression. It's your ability just to express love, whether you're alone or with other people. Then we have the Hanged Man. This is you taking a time out. Maybe you're taking a pause right now to go in and look at things from a different perspective, to look at your life right now. Look at your place in it, your relationship to the environment, to the people around you. You're just taking a pause, and this really benefits you. I think this is also allowing you to go into this position of deepening by taking in all of these life lessons, this knowledge and wisdom, and you're able to get that big picture and see what direction it is that you want to go in. But you need to take a time out. There's something about that will allow you to also heal yourself, because after you do that, you come out reborn on the other side with that dragonfly. But this is a necessary step to be reborn. Renewal, reborn. It's a theme. This is death. It can also be death and then rebirth. So there's a theme here. There could be aspects of self that are being released, and this is a growth period for you. This is your growth and development as you're going through something. It's making you a different person. Wow, let's get clarifiers. All right, Gemini. We have the Four of Cups. We have the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Five of Swords, which is now here twice, and really it's weird. Weird in the sense of on my table it's like this. The Five of Swords, Five of Swords, same card, different deck. Interesting. Let me get the other clarifiers. With the Devil energy, we have the Three of Wands and Angel Temperance, which is what this was feeling like. When I say this isn't your first rodeo, for me, it's always going to be Angel Temperance. That's what that reminds me of. All right, so sorry about that. I need to get something to drink. All right, so we're looking at this Three of Swords. It's being clarified by the Four of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles. So this is really saying to me that you're missing a gift and blessing from the universe. That there's something that has happened here that's created a type of blockage. Now you're releasing this feeling of loss. Now this is Swords, this is Cups. So for me, this is still something that is emotionally charged. And it's just something that you're having to work through. And Spirit's just pointing that out. It's just a necessary thing to go through, because with this card of evaluation, the Seven of Pentacles, it's allowing you to see what's working and what's not working and what direction do you want to go in. And right now we're talking about something that's emotionally charged. Your thoughts, words, and ideas. This is love, your emotions, your intuition, your connection to source. Cups, this could be whatever it is that you love that brings you joy, but you're blocked off. You're evaluating everything right now. What makes you happy? How's your relationship to your friends, your family, your job, your finances, your health? How is it? Do you like where you're living? Do you like your location? Do you want to relocate? Are you interested in travel? What is this pain that's come up? Are you able to heal through it right now? When you pull a sword out, is it still emotionally charged? Are you in the process of diffusing that so it can't hurt you anymore? Is it creating a blockage? Because these are the things that you're looking at as you're going through this activity, because when we're talking about blockages, he's bringing his cup of love forward. So if that blockage comes up, you're going to need to overcome that so you can bring your cup of love forward, because your heart is open with that Prince Charming energy. That's just an energy that you're going through. When the Prince Charming energy presents, he's being clarified by the Five of Swords and the Devil. This is the card of obstacles. So he's bringing his cup of love forward, and there's some obstacles around. So you can push through obstacles. Again, you're choosing your battles wisely. And these are swords, thoughts, words, and ideas. Are you bringing your cup of love into an arena that can't appreciate you? Are you going and are you attracted to someone, or to maybe, are you desiring something that doesn't appreciate you? Is there drama? Then we've got the Devil, because it's toxic. These two cards together say that it's really toxic. So if here you're bringing your cup of love forward, are you going for a narcissist? Are you going for someone that you're attracted to, but they're not attracted to you? So it's, in a way, a type of unrequited love, because that's painful. That's really painful. So it's about really looking at your situation, because the thing with the Prince Charming, sometimes, and I say this when we're looking at Shakespeare, sometimes Prince Charming, Romeo, he's in love with the idea of being in love. He's not in love itself. So it's looking at that. And if you're in love with the idea of being in love, and so you think that this person loves you when in fact they don't, because you're not reality based, maybe you're using your imagination, and it's flowery and it's beautiful, but you're not seeing the reality of something. that's when you can get yourself in trouble. And that's where a lot of pain comes in. And so that's something that might be happening here. But it could just be a toxic individual. What if it's someone that, they present one way? The devil's an illusionist. So maybe someone is saying, oh, I love you. Oh, you're so wonderful, this and that. But in fact, it's just lip service. Maybe they're just saying that to get you in bed. Maybe they're just saying it to kill time. Maybe they're just saying it because they want something from you. Sometimes that happens. Maybe because these are words. Maybe they're saying something to you, like they want to move in with you. They don't love you, but it's a matter of convenience. They feel comfortable and safe with you. They can get their way with you. It can be where, oh my God, the worst. When if they move in with you, they quit their job and then they know that you'll just try and work and do everything for them until there's the breaking point, right? It's really you having this chain when you could easily release yourself, but you're stuck in the moment. So take a look at that as you're bringing your cup of love forward and you're making yourself vulnerable. Who are you making yourself vulnerable to? So a good exercise for that, write on a piece of paper what you bring to a relationship, what your strengths and your weaknesses are, because you want to know both. But of course, your strengths. And then on a separate piece of paper, write down what you're looking for in a partner. And then on a third piece of paper, what kind of relationship you're looking for. You want to know your worth and value, because if you don't and you meet the wrong person, you're not going to know that they are below you, that they are not standing with integrity. You need to know that walking in. You need to know your worth and value and know that you are worthy and deserving of love. So that's something that's coming through. Okay, so then we have, I think this is going to be a longer video. Sorry, guys. Then we have the Hanged Man. This is you're really going in for that time of deepening. Really, you're looking at everything. And that is being clarified by the Three of Wands and Angel Temperance. You're manifesting something, and oh my God, I have got to turn on the air. Look at my face. I'm having a meltdown in Florida. I'm in a house and it's fucking hot. I hate it here. I hate the weather. It's not everything else. It's the fucking weather. Sorry. I try not to do that, but look at this. I can't help it. So anyways, we have the Three of Wands. This is you manifesting something, and what is it that you want? You're calling your ships in. They're out here. What is it that you want? You're telling the universe what it is that you want, the direction you want to go in. Angel Temperance, you're alchemizing a negative into a positive. It can go both ways, but you're alchemizing it because you're standing in this position of balance. This is you. Again, not my first rodeo. That's why in times of stress, you write it out. Good times, you cherish them because you know how lovely they are and how they might even be rare with some people. So then you really cherish them. They make wonderful memories. This is you on your path to glory and knowledge. You're going in for a time of deepening. This is going to benefit you tremendously. It will help you manifest in what it is that you're looking for. That is the guidance and advice from Spirit. Now we're going to look at your opportunity and your challenge. Your opportunity is the Chariot. You have an opportunity right now for victory and success. Guess what? Using your intuition. This is Cancerian energy. Your intuition is the vehicle that's going to move you forward. This is traditionally Julius Caesar riding into Rome. It is that dense, beautiful, will to power, forward-thinking energy, fast-moving energy. That is your opportunity. I'll get clarifiers in a minute. Your challenge is the Ten of Pentacles. When we say keep your eye on the prize, this is it. Friends, family, pets under the table, enlightenment. This is what's most important in this world. And then all the material stuff after that, right? It's going to be your house, your 401k, your money. It's going to be the ability to travel and everything else. I think that's really important. Don't get me wrong. I think it's really important. But this is very, very enlightening and enriching in your life. When we say find your tribe, find your family, and not a toxic family, we're talking about a family that's working together, right? That's your eye on the prize. Beautiful career, 401k, your health, everything's wrapped up in this card, but it's in the challenge position. So does the challenge mean it's impossible? No. The challenge means you have to work a little harder at it to achieve it. And when you do, it's incredibly rewarding. Your challenge is to have your eye on the prize. So let's find out what the challenge is about. Let's get some clarifiers. We have the Empress. We have the Nine of Wands. We have the Six of Cups and the Tower. So you have the Death card and the Tower in this reading, both release cards, and I'll get into that in just a second. Let's start with your opportunity. The Chariot, victory and success. And that is being clarified by the Empress and the Nine of Wands. So victory and success with your intuition. Well, the Empress makes everything easy. You could say in a way that this is also victory and success because everything comes easy. She wants this wheat to grow. She'll take that scepter, wave it over the wheat. It's effortless and it's abundant and prosperity, and she can give birth to anything that she wants in her own unique style from her inner beauty. That is in its own way victory and success, but that's slow moving, right? That's why they usually show her having the world in her belly. It's that slow moving world energy. What are you going to create? Anything in this world. What do you desire? You want to create your own business? You want to have a child? Do you want to have a beautiful family? Do you want to have your finances, your health abundant? You want to expand that, right? You're looking at a lot of different things. That's victory and success for abundance. So it's with the Nine of Wands. So this is that wounded warrior energy, another bandage on the head. So that's really about you looking at your energy, because that is first of all, the Chariot's very fast moving energy. And Julius Caesar, he is a warrior. Well, this is the wounded warrior. So it's about looking at your energy as you're trying to do something. So you've got that victory and success, trusting your intuition, but your energy is off. So maybe something is pulling your energy in a different direction, which is taking away from your focus of that victory and success with the Chariot. Your intuition is on point, but maybe it's going slow, right? Maybe there's something, it's like having a flat tire kind of thing. So take a look at your energy level. Are you getting enough rest? Is there somebody in your life that is taking energy away from you, that's preventing you from success? Because that's what this feels like. Maybe there's somebody that's constantly in need of something, and to help them out, you're taking away from your life and maybe even your family. And there comes a breaking point where you just have to say, you know what, I'm sorry, I can't help you anymore, or I'll get back to you in a couple of weeks. It's not a daily occurrence, right? How much are you there to help? Sometimes people overstep a boundary. That's your opportunity. Then we're looking at your challenge. We've got this 10 of Pentacles being clarified by the Six of Cups and the Tower. This is telling me for you to be able to have your eye on the prize, it's about going back to a time before any bitterness or cynicism touched your heart. That means maybe you got frustrated and you went in a different direction, or you stopped focusing on your prize. Maybe you've had to deal with things that are like front and center, and you're not looking at that long-term goal. Like, why are you even doing all this to begin with? You forgot because you're trying to get from point A to point B. You're just in the moment. So it's about you remembering that from the, no bitterness or cynicism. This is going back to a time maybe of childhood and nostalgia. What was your dream? What is it that you really wanted to do? And focus on it. And there might be someone that is helping you out. There might be an exchange of love, a legitimate person that actually wants to help you get to where you're going. Maybe you're not the one always helping. Maybe now you've met some connections and someone legitimately wants to help you. And then we have the Tower, revelations coming in. Maybe some releases coming in, releasing what no longer serves you. This is the universe stepping in to release what no longer serves you. A lightning bolt of revelation. Wow. You're going to be falling back down to your foundation, to your strength. That tells me you might have strayed from what it is that is the true reality. Again, I want to remind you of the guidance and advice from Spirit. Prince Charming energy. Maybe he doesn't see it. He's in love with the idea of being in love, not actually in love with a particular individual or a career or something like that. It might be that that was a major revelation that has brought you back down to reality. What in the reality there? What is your definition of love? What is love to you? That's why you do that exercise and you write it down on the paper. What is love? What do you bring to the table? What are you looking for in the other person? And what type of relationship do you want? What is love to you? You need to be on board and on point if that is something you're looking for, so you do not waste your time in your life. You only have one life. This is it. And this is not a dress rehearsal. You need to make the most of it. Revelations are coming in. Good, because that will allow you to make smart, educated decisions as you go forward in your life. That is your opportunity. That is your challenge. It's there for everybody, but not everybody grabs it, yet it is available. Both of those are considered wild card areas. The energy exists. It's up to you to grab it. All right, everybody, that's what I have for you for today. If you could, as always, please do me a favor, like, share, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And leave a comment if this resonates with you. And definitely leave a comment and let me know where in the world you're watching from. You guys know I'm going to travel. I'm taking a tally, so people are chiming in all over. We've got Russia, Alaska, Florida, Argentina, Rwanda, South Africa, Australia, New Zealand, Canada, different parts of Canada, different parts of everywhere. The United States, we've got Arizona, California. I mean, I could go on and on and on. Mexico. I mean, it's just been phenomenal. So let me know, where are you at? I really am taking a tally because I'm going to be traveling all over. I've traveled extensively already, but I'm going to be traveling again to now do psychic and tarot work in different countries. So I like to meet people in person. I'm taking a big tally. I had to postpone my trip to Scotland, Ireland, and Scandinavia. I had an accident, so I needed to recover. Such a bummer. I really wanted to go in the fall, but now that's going to be in the spring, so that is coming. Anyways, it's all working out. It's okay. All right, everybody. What else to tell you? Oh, so if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, the link is in the description below. It'll take you to my website, ancientoakpsychicarts.com, same name as the channel. There you can go ahead and book a personal reading with me, messages from your loved ones, and any of the other services that are available. I have new services that are up, so take a look. I'm teaching intuition because so many people have asked for it, how to strengthen that, how to develop it. Also, I have something for couples. Go ahead and take a look. I don't want to take up all your time, but go check out my website and look at book a session, and you'll see the services listed there. It'll give you more in-depth information. All right, everybody. Oh, and I have a sale, so this is the perfect time. All right, everybody. Sending you lots of love. Bye for now.